Yo, what's going on, you guys? And welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. Unfortunately, I'm a little sick right now, so you guys are gonna have to hear all my weird voice, bro. So sorry about that, man. But with that being said, I'm your boy Aray, and with my co-host On, say what's up.
What's up, bro? How's it going? I'm glad to have you back. My man has been sick. Prayers up for my boy A-Ray.
My God.
Getting better though, getting better. And we appreciate you popping up even while you're sick. So yeah. This man is dedicated, bro. Dedicated. Even while he's sick, still pulling up to the pod,
Yo, my boy
doing
hyping, bro. Yo,
doing
over
long
hyping, bro.
doing a long stream, a long session right now. Just doing it for the fans, you know what it is? But yeah, let's get into it, bro.
Man, before we get into the video, we gotta shout out our sponsor, man. Drop click on. This is all you, bro.
I got you. So, boys and girls, if your setup is not looking the best, if your setup is looking kind of, whack, no colors, straight black, what we have right here are mouse pads and keycaps that will elevate your setup. A shit ton of different designs. And a lot of the designs they actually match with each other, just like that one in front of you. It's a royalty one we made with we collabed with a creator on that one, and it's one of our best sellers. But just generally, if you're trying to elevate your desk setup and actually trying to bring flair to your environment and your workspace, then definitely check out our website and also check out our socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Appreciate that. And also, if you do order, use code Anime Plus for 10% off. And that's all I gotta say, my man.
Word, word. Yeah, make sure you guys use code Anime Plus. Link will be in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. But back to the video. So we found this article out here talking about Pokemon. It's been a minute since we talked about Pokemon on the pod. Everybody loves Pokemon, so we had to do this one here because obviously recently Pokemon just finished. So this article that we're gonna be doing is 10 mysteries the Pokemon anime never resolved before retiring Ash. So obviously there's a bunch of theories and mysteries that we don't really get the full completion on when it comes to Pokemon. So this is 10 of them right here. So some of these are pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of mysteries when it comes to Pokemon because of the world itself. It's such a vast world, and so much weird shit is always happening, and it goes like unnoticed too until you actually like look into it. But I'm definitely ready to see what we're getting into, and I'm ready to see all these unresolved mysteries and whatnot.
All right, so
Okay.
coming, are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
So coming in at number 10, bro, we got the classic Who and Where is Ash's father?
Look, all I'm gonna
Where my
say
man
is
at, bro?
all I'm gonna say is Professor Oak.
Yeah, he was a little bit too close to Ash's mom. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm that's what I'm saying, bro. Professor Oak was a bit too close to Ash's mom. We don't know who his real father is. I think Professor Oak might have just went out for some milk and became a professor afterwards. But just generally, yeah, we don't know if Ash has a father, where that dude is, if he's still alive, if he was a Pokemon trainer. We don't know anything about Ash's father. We actually barely get glimpses of Ash's mother. We do like here and there where we get we get her character, as in we know that she's, a loving mother that's always caring for Ash. But actually, what I realized throughout watching the show is, why is Ash's mom mad dumb sometimes? Is
Yo,
that
for
just me?
real.
like, sending a kid out into the world at 10 years old, um only giving him like shoes or something so he can run a bit faster. No, this is crazy. But generally, what do you think about this whole father situation, this fatherless situation actually?
Yeah, honestly, he could have just left because his wife or his baby ma is kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I'm just playing, but I always assumed when I was a kid that Ash's dad was like a legendary trainer doing his own thing, or he was like the champion or whatever. But obviously, that was just a theory, and obviously that never happened. But I don't know, man. I just always assumed that he was like a trainer.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I assumed that too. I assumed that we were gonna meet him in the future, but that never happened. And maybe Ash's father died before timeline.
Yeah.
Rip Ash's dad, aka Professor Oak. But yeah, let's get to the next one.
All right, yo. Number 9 is why Pikachu is adverse to its Pokeball. Yo, that's kind of facts, bro. We never figured out why bro never liked the Pokeball. Like every other Pokemon liked it or was fine with it, except
Yes,
Pikachu.
that's yeah, it's kind of crazy because yeah, you're right. Every Pokemon really did like the Pokeball. I don't know what was inside. I don't know what would happen. I don't know what type of environment uh there was inside the Pokeball. I always just imagined it to be like a lounge at like a lounging
Oh,
area.
two.
Like
Like
I
this be
thought it would
vibing, bro.
like they'd be vibing in the Pokeball and just chilling. And then what I thought was that all Pokeballs are kind of connected together in one like Pokeball world. It's not like as in they have their own alternate world once they enter the Pokeball and they're all just chilling together. Not like each individual Pokemon is separate because they're in the Pokeball. But just generally, I don't know. This guy always had an attitude. Pikachu always had attitude. Um he low key made Ash his bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, he bitched up
Really did.
Ash. Was like, nah, I'm not going into Pokeball. Um, and this was from day one. This was from the first time Ash even tried throwing a Pokeball at him. He literally just whacked it with his tail. I remember that. And since that day, um, apparently they've been best friends, but he's never actually listened to him in that front. But yeah, it's a very weird situation. But I think when it comes to like main character type Pokemons, if you know what I mean, some of them don't really go into the Pokeball. Like
Yeah.
who is the other dude? Brock. Brock had that Krogunk, I think it was.
Yeah, he
Uh,
was always chilling too. Yeah.
Like Krogunk would never get in the Pokeball. He would actually he would, he would be beating Brock's ass
Yeah,
every.
for real. And then there was Psyduck that was always chilling too.
Oh yeah, true. Psyduck was chilling. Meowth was chilling. I think yeah, main character Pokemon just got their spotlight and they didn't get put in the ball. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I have nothing really to say about it.
Yeah, honestly, like Loki, I feel like a bigger theory or a bigger thing that we never got solved is the Pokeball itself. Like obviously, you know, there's Pikachu, who really cares, whatever. It's a one off. But what happens? How does the Pokemon fit in that thing? You know what I mean? Like how much space does it have? Like what's it like? Where do they go? Can a human go inside the ball? You know what I mean? I feel like those are way bigger mysteries that went unsolved compared to just one Pokemon not liking it.
Yeah, definitely the so-called technology behind the Pokeball, like it makes zero sense how a living creature can just go inside of a ball. But obviously, it's a fiction thing. But this article is going straight up against fiction, as if
Yeah.
as if Pokemon was a full non-fiction real life story. But that's funny as hell. Let's get into the next one though.
All right, yo. So coming in at number 8 is the other starting trainers in Kanto. So obviously, in the beginning, if you remember, you started watching Pokemon. The first thing that happens is Ash misses his alarm, and then he kind of misses the first day where every single trainer, like starting trainer, takes a Pokemon, and the only one left over is Pikachu. And Ash is having that dream or whatever. We never really get to know what happens with the rest of the trainers. Obviously, I believe who did Gary take? Was it Squirtle? Like or what was I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Squirtle. It was Squirtle.
Right, right. So Gary took one, but we don't really know what happened to the other ones.
Yeah, apparently the other trainers came in before. Um, apparently there was more trainers. We just never saw them. We only saw Gary, but I would wish if we saw the other trainers in the games. I think we only really did really fight one person. It was
Right, right.
always
In that village in the game, it was literally just you, Gary, and like the professor's house, and that was literally all there was in the village.
yeah. It was and then Gary would always have the weakness of your Pokemon whenever you played, and it was kind of AIDS. So you always had to be like one step. Always had to overtrain your main because, or find a weakness, a reverse weakness to it because, Gary always had the weakness to your main, and that was mad annoying. But just generally, I don't know where any of the trainers were. I don't, I don't like, I don't know if it starts the same way school starts where everyone starts in the same time, but maybe it's like only it was only Ash and Ash and Gary at that first
Yeah, yeah.
initial moment, maybe. But definitely we don't see anybody else from Pallet Town. I don't know anybody else from Pallet, bro.
Mhm. Right, that's what I'm saying, man.
But yeah, let's get into the next one though. These
Yeah,
I feel like there's nothing to really say about it in terms of
like
um
yeah, no, 100%. Like
um
honestly, they're just NPCs at the end of the day. Like, but I can't. I'm pretty sure not just me and you, but everyone wanted to see like who's repping that hood. You feel me? Like where's everyone else? Like, where they're at?
exactly, bro. I was trying to see like a bigger community at Pallet
Right.
because you have like the best so-called trainers coming from there,
Hmm.
which is two for two, Ash and Gary. And other than that, you know, there's really just it's just the woods and probably some zigzagoons or something, but that's it.
I'm dead. All right, yeah, let's get into the next one, man.
Yo, you remember those zigzagoons, bro?
Bro, of course, man.
Those shits were so annoying.
Hey, bro, I think they come in different colors now. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like black and white now, in like different regions. I don't know, bro. I got a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
damn, yo. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right. So this next one is about the GS ball never being used. So if you remember what the GS ball was, do you remember what that was on?
No, I don't honestly.
So it's supposed to contain the Celebi, which obviously Celebi is like a legendary or mystical Pokemon, whatever the hell you want to call it. But they never really like they hyped it all up. They're like, "Yo, this is like golden Pokeball, blah blah blah," and then it just kind of left the story. Like, what's in there? Like, what's it gonna be used for? Or, like, what are you supposed to do with it? And like, what's like, how's there only one? You know what I mean? Like there's so
Yeah,
much mystery around it, but we really didn't get anything to it. It was like a whole plot line and it just ended right there.
damn. So is this higher than like the Master Ball level?
I guess so. I don't even know, man, because this. I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Because like Master Ball is an auto catch, regardless of whatever it is.
Right.
It's an insta catch. But damn, I've never I mean I don't remember this episode. Obviously I do remember Celebi. Celebi was a legendary Pokemon.
Mhm.
I don't know if she was really strong. She was just yeah, some kind of spirit or something.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't remember too much about the ball, so I don't really have an opinion on it. But if it's more rare than a Master Ball and there's no backstory, they kind of messed up with that one.
Right. Right. No. So I was just reading through this article real quick while you're talking, and they were saying like it was meant to be a build up for the Pokemon Forever movie, which is of course that's the Celebi movie. And I guess they just kind of scratched it. Which I mean, sure, like an idea is kind of half baked until you actually get to it. So makes sense, but like why? And like it leaves us all hanging like, yo, what the hell, bro? If it's supposed to contain Celebi, how does Celebi get caught? Who created that Pokeball and all that. You know what I mean? It's just like a never ending can of worms to be solved.
Facts. I mean, I don't remember the Celebi movie, to be honest. I just remember Celebi being kind of a sick Pokemon,
Yeah.
but not being really too useful, but being like a very aesthetically pleasing Pokemon,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could say. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right. Starting from I think that after this next one, we're gonna start cooking, bro. I know there's some really good ones. But let's get into the next one. So this is a unsolved mystery about the rest of Tobias's team. I don't know if you remember this guy, but we were talking about it a little bit before the pod, and this is a guy that was supposedly like unbeatable. Like he had some of the craziest Pokemon throughout Sinnoh region, and bro just went crazy, bro.
Yeah, so so I'll give a little context on what I remember of Tobias. So this was like the Pokemon Champion League, I think they were in, and Tobias was just knocking opponents one after the other, quick, in quick successions. Like no one could even touch his Darkrai. Darkrai was his first Pokemon and the only Pokemon he used for the whole entire tournament until the last fight with Ash. I'm pretty sure it was the last fight with Ash. But it was a hard fought battle until I think I forgot which Pokemon specifically it was. But after like three to four Pokemon, Ash took was the first one to take out Darkrai ever, and then we saw his second Pokemon, and it was another legendary. It was Latios, and after that we realized this guy is too broken. Like he has Darkrai, and
Right.
he has Latios. 2 for 2 are legendary. Like, what else does this dude have under his belt? The thing is, Ash and I think Latios went at it. I mean, Pikachu and Latios went at it. They both KO'd each other at the end, if I remember correctly, and that was it. I mean, Tobias won. Ash, lost all his Pokemon, but we never got to see the third Pokemon because they both got KO'd at the same time. But the fact that Ash even KO'd a Darkrai and a Latios is pretty impressive. But even more props to Tobias, the fact that he caught both, you know, he has both those Pokemon. But yeah,
Right.
it's a mystery. We're never going to know what the other 4 Pokemon were in his squad, but we know that
Hmm.
the first 2 Pokemon will wipe out anybody and anything if need be.
A real
To be
talk
honest.
though, I don't even care about the rest of his team. I just want to know how the hell he was able to get Darkrai and Latios. Like that's crazy, bro. Bro pulling up on legendaries or whatever you want to call them, mythical, I guess. I don't know the distinction between the two, but either way, bro, it's kind of crazy. How is he pulling up on you know what I mean? Like, how come we've never heard of this guy? What he's doing now? Obviously Ash won the entire thing now. Where this guy at? You feel me? Like, I feel like that's
Facts,
a
bro.
mystery. Like, why did they make a guy so OP just to be Ash with all like so-called two legendaries? Obviously, his team could have been full of 4 more of them. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, where did he go?
Yeah, honestly, this guy just came and what he was kind of reverse plot armor for
Yo, for real.
for Ash. Like, he was there to just literally shit on everybody and then shit on Ash. But Ash just got through 2 of his Pokemon. I always thought whenever there's a legendary, there's only one of that Pokemon in
Yeah,
that whole
seriously.
entire world, right? Like one Lugia, one Ho-Oh, one Deoxys, one Rayquaza. Like, I never thought there would be multiple, because I remember there was a movie post this or pre this. I don't know if it was post or pre, but it was called it was a Darkrai movie. I forgot what it was called,
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that means that there's multiple Darkrai's, and that's kind of weird because the whole aspect of this legendary thing is that there's only one Pokemon of its kind or of its caliber. Maybe. I mean, that's what I know of. I know like, we barely ever see legendaries. The only legendary I remember seeing that a different gym leader had was the Articuno, and that's
Oh
pretty much it.
yeah, yeah.
Other than that, I don't really think I've seen anybody else capture a legendary. Obviously, we've seen Kyogre, we've seen Groudon, we've seen Rayquaza, we've seen Deoxys. Like, we've seen all these legendaries, but we've never seen them captured except in these situations. Maybe I'm wrong. If you're a Pokemon nerd, just let me know if I'm wrong. And it's just crazy how they made a character to literally destroy Ash. I feel bad. Yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, yo. So coming in at number 5 is what happened between Brock and Ivy. Just to kind of preface this, Ivy was another Pokemon. What are they called? Professor. She was another professor, kind of like Oak. And basically, when Brock first left the team, I believe it was the first time he asked Ivy to become his research assistant, and obviously she said yeah. So when Ash returns and comes back, he sees Brock all by himself, and he asked about what happened between Ivy and Brock didn't want to talk about it. He's like, nah, man, I ain't trying to talk about all that. So we never really found out what happened. Obviously, we all know how Brock is. Bro is basically the Sanji of uh the Pokemon world. So I mean, theories could suggest that bro was trying to do a little bit too much. You feel me? But I don't know, man.
Yo, what do you mean by what do you mean by that, bro?
I don't
That's
know,
funny
bro.
as
That,
hell.
that's up to y'all to decide, bro. But I don't know, man. Brock was doing a little bit too much to everybody, bro.
Yo, Brock was doing OD to the fact that in the beginning, Misty had to grab his ass, then Max had to grab his ass, and then Krogunk had to grab his ass. Like, for separate seasons slash this is more than 3 seasons, 3 eras, 3 regions. Like, he had to get his ass dragged by uh it went from a human and it got to the point where a Pokemon had to grab his ass. That's funny as hell. This guy is literally the Sanji of Pokemon, the
Mhm.
master of getting rejected. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, he's just been dealing with mad cockblocks. Like he
Yeah.
might have W Riz. We don't know if he has W Riz or
Actually,
not.
there was one episode where I believe it was in the Battle Frontier, and he found this girl he really liked, and she liked him back, and then they had to part ways for whatever reason. I don't remember. So that obviously never developed, but that there
Yeah.
was one racist moment right there, bro. There's a moment where he delivered, bro. I don't know.
Nah, nah, I remember that shit. I remember he did deliver, and yo, we don't know if he has W Riz or not, technically. Obviously, some of the instances L Riz, because even the the person he's rizzing up does not like it. But a lot of the times he goes up to approach and does his Riz, he rizzes the girl up, and
Uh-huh.
then someone is on his ass, bro. Someone is always like, nah, bro. Like, and it's not the girl, it's usually Misty Max or Krogan. Bro, they've been violating my man's career this whole time.
Hmm. I don't
But
know, bro. I feel like a better unsolved mystery is, does Brock actually have Riz? I feel like that should have been number five.
yeah, that is a mystery, and it's something we'll never know because he's always getting his ass pulled out of these situations. I feel like yo, maybe Krogunk is maybe jealous of his Riz, bro. He's like, nah, bro, you come back to me.
I'm dead. Yo.
Yeah, but yeah, let's get into the next one, bro.
All right, yeah. So coming in at number four is non-Pokemon animals slowly disappearing. So obviously, most of you guys know the theory where, what do Pokemon eat? What do the humans eat? You know what I mean? Like, do they eat Pokemon? So in the very beginning, you can see like Ash eating, like Ash in the group eating like it looked like Magikarp kind of, but obviously it was just supposed to be fish. So is there animals in Pokemon and whatnot? So I guess this particular unsolved mystery that this author is talking about is just like how they went from eating meat and all that stuff, like normal day food, whatever, to for it to kind of slowly disappearing. And yeah, I mean, maybe they found out that like we can't keep defending this, bro. Like, there's no animals in the world. Does that mean that they're eating Pokemon? Maybe they figured that out and they're like, nah, we can't put this in, bro. They gotta just eat like veggies or some shit. But I don't know, man. Definitely interesting though.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's funny because we literally see Ash holding a chicken leg up right there. I
Yeah,
see like a fake lobster. I think that looks like a lobster.
yeah.
They always gave the Pokemon the little like
The
you
pellets,
know
right?
the pellets, right? You know what that looked like? Have you ever had dibs?
Yeah,
Like the ice cream?
yeah, it does look good.
It always reminded me of like the dibs ice cream. Like, yeah, I could seriously have a bowl of that right now.
Mhm.
But um I don't know. They've never really spoken about like
What they
actual
eat. Yeah,
like
right.
animals and what they eat. Obviously not everybody in Pokemon is vegetarian. I think it's not feasible. Um I think they do eat Pokemon. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
The vegans might be getting tight right now. But but yeah, they definitely eat it. They definitely eat Pokemon, bro. I don't know who's slaughtering them. I don't know which Pokemon we're eating or they're eating, but yeah, they're definitely eating something. Like Ash has to be eating a Swellow or a Tillo right there. Like what's going on here? He has a chicken bone. You
Bro,
can't fake who
Torchic?
or chicken. Yeah, like he has to be eating something, and there's no way they made it like that has to be a Pokemon. And that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. It has to be a Pokemon. But yeah, yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so coming in at number three is the war Lieutenant Surge served in. So if you guys remember, there was this one gym leader, and he was kind of hyping up like how he battled in a war, and it's basically equivalent to like World War One in Pokemon. Obviously, we never seen anything about a war. Obviously, he's not even that much older than Ash, so it must have happened in possibly Ash's lifetime. But yeah, I mean, what war was it? I guess that's the biggest mystery. Like, was it Pokemon versus Pokemon? Was it human versus human? Human versus Pokemon? What exactly was this war? So I feel like that's a pretty big mystery.
Yeah, facts. I mean, that's actually crazy. Like I'm thinking right now is a Pokemon versus Pokemon battle. That shit would be deadly. You know what's popping in my head? The Great Ninja War. from
Yo,
Naruto, and how they had like the water people, the fire ninjas, whatnot, and they like everyone had their own little sector. It would be the same shit, but Pokemon would be hydro pumping, they'd be flamethrowing, or they'd be leaf storming. It would just be it would just be like a huge battlefield of straight projectiles, and it would just be
yeah,
crazy. I would love seeing something like that for sure though.
yeah.
But yeah, the war, I just don't know how this makes sense. Maybe I don't know if he commanded, because he's the one with the Raichu, right? This dude.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just commanding Pokemon, or if he was actually fighting. He looks built like the way they make him
Yeah.
look. They make him look built as if he
He's
served in the war.
got a dog tag, bro.
True, true. He actually might be legit. They might be fighting. Maybe Team Rocket is like
Hmm.
maybe they're in war with like Team Rocket, or all these Team Aqua, Team whatever, all these teams. Maybe it's them versus the humans. I don't know, but uh, I mean, there's nothing more I can say about it. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so the next one is what happens to Ash's old Pokemon. So obviously a lot of them go to the Pokemon Center, or I don't even know, like they like teleport away and they're
The
with
computer, the
yeah,
PC.
the computer, the PC, yeah. And then some of them he just releases, and then we never really get anything to do with them. Like for example, Charizard did, Charizard living with his peoples.
Yeah,
He
he's
said
chilling.
Butterfree, yeah. Like we don't really know what happened to the rest of them though.
Yeah, Charizard and the Pacific Valley. That's a good place for him to be. I remember he let go of Butterfree. He let go of Beedrill. I think Beedrill. I don't know about Beedrill, but definitely Butterfree. He let go of. I remember
Primate,
one of his.
He let him go train with the guy.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Primate. Like, damn. He lets go of a decent amount of his Pokemon. I just don't. Uh, I know that most of them go to the PC. Half of them are probably in the wild, and the rest of them are probably RIP. To be honest, it's been 20 years, bro. Beach Hill's out there after 20 years, still buzzing.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. Let's get into the next one.
And the last and final unsolved mystery is how Pokemon learn to speak like humans. Obviously, the only biggest example of this is Meowth and how he was talking like straight up. Bro was talking straight human, bro. I don't know where the hell he learned it, bro. It said it was because he was jealous or whatever, but they never really solved this and they never really explained it why. I feel like a lot of stuff in Pokemon just kind of happened in the moment and then they just never double back and resolved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, definitely when it comes to Meowth, he's probably the only Pokemon that can speak. Like, I've really never seen any other Pokemon speak. And it's so funny because they give him a really funny accent.
Yeah.
His accent is so funny and so recognizable that even if you like, I could just imagine his voice like speaking right now to Jesse and James. It's so funny, it's so iconic. But yeah, they never really go into how they speak, how they learn how to speak. Meowth just might be 1% like he just might be a 1% Pokemon, top tier, top tier brain. You never know this dude. He is sneaky. He's like he has human like attributes where he like if something's dirty or if something's like um he doesn't like something, he'll express it like just like a human. He's like the closest thing Pokemon to a human that you could get.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he has all the raw emotions too, like the jealousy aspect. Bro is conniving, bro. Like Loki, you know what I mean? Like he has all those emotions, and now he can talk. Like, what the hell, right?
Yeah, I mean this the character is crazy, bro. He's my favorite member of Team Rocket, and I always loved when at the end of the Team Rocket song, he always used to go like, "Me, Youth." That's right. Like I don't know, I used to love that shit. But yeah, he's core member of the shit, core member of the of Team Rocket. They made the balloon off of him. Like that balloon, the Meowth balloon. I see that balloon get popped way too many times, bro. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I think this wraps it all up in terms of the mysteries. Obviously, there's a lot more mysteries when it comes to Pokemon, but these were the main mysteries. They were some of them were very obvious. Some of them were actually uh stuff that you don't even really recognize until you look deep into Pokemon. Like the Tobias Darkrai thing, it really never crossed my mind Now, I mean, now it didn't. The war, this war with the sergeant never crossed my mind. A lot of these things just fly past your mind, especially as a kid. But yeah, I mean, Pokemon does leave a lot of un how do you say it, like loose strings
Right.
that, yeah,
I
they
feel like
lose.
honestly, in the moment, we never really question any of these things, which is kind of funny, bro. But I'm gonna be honest, man. You're 100% right. Like we never questioned, what the hell is Ash eating? Like you can straight up see like an animal. Obviously, you never seen an animal. All these random stuff that happened. I agree with you, old man. But I feel like that's one of the allures of Pokemon, man. It was fun as a kid, you know. Nobody really cared how deep it went. It was just fun in the moment, man.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else but the author. What is the author's name? Let's give him a little shout out
No idea. Oh, of this article of the
of
Pokemon.
this article. He's the only one that goes into the mysteries of Pokemon,
Yeah,
bro.
it is Hannah Grimes. So Hannah Grimes, I, fantastic article. We'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out too. But damn,
Yeah, I mean, it was a blast. Love the article. Um, Surprised that you went this deep into Pokemon. I want to see how crazy of a Pokemon fan you really are. But in general, it was a really fun episode, and
yeah,
I think that wraps it up.
yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description for a drop click. Make sure you guys use code Anime Plus for 10% off. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next episode of Anime Plus. Peace.
Peace.